We are down in Florida looking for a massive prehistoric animal found only in the Suwannee River. This animal lives in the deep, dark water of the Suwannee and is known for its impressive set of jaws. There's no better way to find this animal than by teaming up with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, or FWC for short.
Travis,
How's it going?
Justin, and Alex.
We meet up with none other than Kevin Inge and Travis Thomas to hit the Suwannee River in style to begin our search. FWC biologists set big net traps out overnight with a little bit of tasty fish left inside to attract animals, so that we can pull them in today and see what we caught. We motor on up to the first trap and pull it in with a hook. At first glimpse, I could see that it is full of fish. These are called gar, and there are two species in this first trap, the longnose gar and the Florida gar.
You see the difference between the different gars we have here? This one's the Florida gar, and then this one is the needlenose gar.
Now, both of these fish are prehistoric and have impressive jaws, but are not what we have come here to find. So with the trap disassembled and the fish placed back in the water, we're off to check the next trap. This is our first glimpse of our animal, as the top of the shell peaks above the dark water of the Suwannee River. Here it is, folks, one massive turtle. This is the prehistoric, impressive-jawed, big-headed behemoth we have come here to film. But we do have more traps to check, so let's quickly motor on to see if there are any more Suwannee snapping turtles.
Dancing.
As I pull the trap in, I can really feel that there is something big inside.
Yeah, got a big one. Got a big boy this time. There's a nice size one. All right, let's see what sort of muscles you have, Dustin. Sometimes we have 2 or 3 that size in a trap.
Incredible. I never thought I would see such a large snapping turtle. Clearly, they get their name because of their ability to, well, snap. They have a powerful bite and can exert up to 900 pounds of pressure per square inch. Humans can only bite with a force of 200 pounds per square inch.
How old do you think this guy is?
People always ask that. I mean, it really depends upon, how much food they have. We always say these big turtles are at least 40 years, could be 80.
This is a special animal because it is not just an alligator snapping turtle. It is its own unique species of snapping turtle, a species found only here in the Suwannee River.
There we go. Good size one.
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Our next step in the process is to take the turtles to shore to collect valuable scientific data. Doing exactly this is what has allowed scientists to reclassify this animal as its own species back in 2014. We start by trying to identify the individual turtle, as these scientists have come up with a unique way of marking individual turtles so they can keep track of their growth over the years.
Higher digits on the side. Yeah. 10, 20, 40, 70, 1, 2, 4, 7. So we got 20. Here, 92.
Next, we check its size, using the calipers to measure the size of the head, then the carapace, or shell, of the turtle.
395.
You can determine the gender by looking at the tail length.
Yeah, a little male.
Now comes the hard part, checking the weight. With such a heavy turtle, you have to be inventive.
That's a big turtle.
All right, it is 50 kilograms. It's 111 pounds.
111 pounds. What a huge turtle. But it is not as big as they can get. Suwannee snapping turtles can be as large as 200 pounds. They can also live to be a century old. If you look closely inside its mouth, you could see a little something or other dancing around. Well, my friends, that is not a worm. That is actually a vermiform appendage on its tongue. It is meant to look like a worm, enticing a fish looking for an easy meal. When the fish tries to take a bite, whack! The turtle shuts its jaws and enjoys the freshest fish around. So look how beautifully camouflaged this animal is. It's dark brown, mottled, blends right into the river. And when fish are swimming by, they're not going to see this animal at all. These turtles are one of the top predators in this ecosystem and help balance it out. By protecting the Suwannee snapping turtle, we are protecting our fisheries, the trees, the oysters, and everything in between. Now that today's sciencing has come to an end, it is time to put the turtles back. It is important to release them close to where we caught them. Since this big fella was caught right around the corner, we'll let him scoot off into the water. But for the other, we will transport it back on the turtle taxi. Suwannee snapping turtles are a symbol of the South, and it is important to keep these waters well turtled.
Super cool. That was awesome.